Oh, oh boy. All right. And we're back. We're back again. We're back to bother you. Go on now, go. Walk out the
Hello.
door. Hello to everyone that is just joining us for the first time. This is N Diaries. This is a weekly. I almost said game show. Last time was a podcast. I have identity problems, clearly. I don't know what this is, and I don't know who I am.
Farhan has trouble remembering where he is, who he is,
what I am,
or
who
what
I
life is.
am. But I am.
But this is Devs and Diaries, a weekly show where Farhan and myself, Michael, who are both developers at Jackbox Games, play some Jackbox games and answer your questions about game development, about our process here, or games in general, the industry, or questions about life, love, and the pursuit of happiness. And each week we have a takeaway lesson that we write in our diary, the other half of our title. And last week, do you wanna take us through what our lesson was last week, Farhan?
Definitely. We the lesson of last week was staying afloat is just a part of the slice from New York. I'm pretty sure we talked about pizza in some form, some regard. I'm pretty sure the main thing to take away was the staying afloat. We talked about holes in our boats, and that was the main issue, right? You take that going forward. I'm sorry.
There was definitely something with boats.
Yeah.
And I remember some anti-boat propaganda was spewed at some point.
Well, it's not. It's not propaganda. Boats suck, dude. Like, they're actually the worst. I'll stand by this.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
ridiculous.
I think
No, I mean, what have boats gotten us?
you're right.
I guess
I was about to say like discovering America, but really
that didn't work out.
I don't know. It
It worked
No,
out
it
for
didn't work out
50%,
well.
worked out for not any. That's what I'm saying. Like, boats have not brought nothing but tragedy to humanity across all the board.
We all should have just stayed home inside our like mud brick homes.
Yes.
And everything else that happened after that has been problematic and not a very good idea in retrospect.
Exactly. Boats have done nothing but just destroy humanity across the board. Now, if we just stayed home the entire time, do you think we would have had these atrocities in our human history? I don't think so. Mostly because bad stuff doesn't happen when you're at home. The last year and a half, I've been at home. I've been peachy keen. Look at me. I still remember myself. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with staying at home. Tell me.
That segues beautifully into our first game, which is you don't know Jack.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, what a room code. I cannot wait.
What a room code.
All right.
Incredible.
For those of us in the audience, feel free to join in and play along with us. You can go on your TV or device to jackbox.tv. And
Wow.
I will be showing the room code right now. So,
Isn't
this
it-
is the best room code I think I've ever gotten.
Definitely the best room code I've gotten on a stream.
On the stream, for sure.
Wow.
Oh man, it is a pretty choice. It's a pretty choice. Dang. But,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know if we mentioned, but for those of us just joining us, this is Devs and Diaries. Feel free to ask your questions in the comment section. It's basically like an open line to us. So drop your questions in the chat, and if we also have everything that's going to be posted is going to be on the blog website. So if you want to if you think of a question later and you're like, it's burning in my heart and I don't know what to do, hey, you can submit a question on that forum and drop it. We'll definitely see it, and we'll bring it in next time.
And also talk to your doctor.
Oh yeah, sniffling,
Because
sneezing.
heartburn is no joke.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Listen, people think that acid reflux is just a joke, that old people is just like, oh, I can't eat any spicy food. It's a real problem that it's facing 50% of Americans these days.
Yeah, and we also, for reference, we started with You to Know Jack. Oh wow, you got an achievement just for starting the game.
Oh man.
We started with you to Know Jack for this episode of Death and Diaries because it was the first game I ever worked on here at Jackbox Games as an intern back in the summer of 2018 when I was but a wee lad and still in the college. So I have fond memories of my very first commits into the Jackbox Games code base, which has only gotten progressively worse as I've worked here longer, as I've poisoned the well. But yes.
So, what did you do as part of this pack? Like, what were the features that you worked on?
Oh, people are saying this is called The Bench because I think the stream title is still The Bench on Twitch or something.
Oh no.
I think you can change that after
Hopefully.
the fact or while it's live. But I worked here. So the stuff I did at first, I remember my first ever commit was adding a developer util to help make all of these timers that are on screen right now to make all of them short. So like you had an option before the game started that you could make all the timers 1 second long so that you could like speed through the game to test it faster. Mm-hmm. And that was like the first thing I ever did while working here. Wow. And I get called out immediately as not knowing that lions are faster, whatever.
See, I didn't even realize. I thought it was just a milady pun. I was in the oh, Fedora, I'm here.
I'm surprised lions are faster. Oh, whatever.
Something I've learned as I've gotten older is that I actually don't know how to read. Do you ever do that where you read like the first letter or like the first 2 letters of a word and then your brain just kind of fills it in? So it's just like, oh yeah, you'll see CI and you'll be like, oh yeah, it's cinnamon, when it's actually like, I got nothing. I was gonna go with crimson, but that's CR.
Yeah, there's good research that you can actually put any words in the middle or like change the order of any letters in the middle of words and it doesn't matter. Your brain can read as long as like the first and last letter are the same, stuff like that. Ooh, I know the answer to this question. Someone asked, Brian Sebi asked, what language are the games written in and do you use Git? We do use Git for some stuff, but we also use Perforce for other stuff. It depends on what we're storing. There's positives and negatives to both, and the games are written primarily in ActionScript 3. We make our games using Flash, which we've talked about before, so I'm not breaking any new knowledge here. But
man,
let's see. I have a good story, which is my first commit was that short timers developer util to help people kind of like test the game faster. And the first bug that I ever introduced into the game was these timers that come up have a warning sound effect that plays once you get beneath 5 seconds. And I think you can you hear it on this? Maybe we don't have it on for dis or dat timers. But basically it's just like a warning blare, burp, burp, that happens for every second tick after 5 or some predetermined amount. And I thought I was being all clever by, instead of just like playing a sound effect on every timer tick that was sub 5, once we hit sub 5, I made a loop that played at 60 beats per minute at a second tick that I hit play and then I would hit stop once the timer was done. I thought that this was very clever and would save us a bunch of effort or something. And the bug I introduced is that I forgot to, if the timer stopped early by like all players submitting their answer instead of the timer running out to 0, I forgot to call stop on this loop I had made. So the effect of this was I was sitting in a playtest and a timer started playing its warning sound effect, and then all the players submitted, and the timer just kept going. For the rest of the like 15-minute playtest, there was just a timer alarm blaring every second. It got even worse because when another timer came up, it played the same event again, and then also didn't stop.
Why didn't you guys just cut the game?
They were trying to, I think, be considerate. They were like, nah, it's fine. Like, we can play the game out, but it's like no one can focus on what's happening because there's this alarm sound playing the whole time. I just got up and left the room and like immediately, because I knew what the problem was. So I immediately just like got up out of the room and left, and then like went to work at fixing it. It was like a 2-line change, but traumatic experience as my first bug to introduce. I'm surprised that was like, I think it was Orion DeGiorgi. He was running that playtest, and I felt so bad. And now Ryan and I have a great working relationship, so it all turned out okay.
I don't know about all that, man. Ryan says some choice words after meetings sometimes. Because he's just like, man, all right, this Michael kid, I don't know what the hell is happening. He still calls you kid after working with you for 4 years, by the way.
Yeah, kid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're getting cocky, kid.
Is another word for menstrual flow, but cats don't menstruate when they're in heat.
Wait. Oh, they don't? See, I feel like before I became a computer scientist, I wanted to be a veterinarian, and I feel like that's something I should have known. But at the same time, that's a fact that I'm happy I don't know.
Yeah, right? I mean,
like,
I look, despite working on this game as my first shipped video game, I am not good at trivia. As I guess I'm not doing the worst in this game, but Farhan, you and I are
I don't know if that I mean, we are arguably doing some of the work. Poor Andrew just got screwed. That was the only problem.
Okay.
Oh, Michael.
I didn't.
Oh, Michael. See,
my focus is not on
it's hard.
The question as it comes up.
This is the thing I'm learning, is that paying attention to stuff, like trying to read stuff as you talk is impossible. Like, I don't know how people do it.
Yeah. It's almost like they're professionals.
Oh my god.
There is Edward, there's a setting for extended timers in most games, I think. I forget when we added it to the party pack settings, but I think most games have an extended timer setting. Maybe everything after party pack 2?
I think so. Yeah, most games do have an extended timer. I think almost all of them do. So, if you're ever looking for it, beep the settings. There's some fun little goodies in there too.
Settings before you get into a lobby. The settings page will have those options.
Oh man.
Try this on for size. It's a total burning sensation. What has 2 thumbs and likes to burn books?
Hitler.
So watch out.
Oh no.
Oh, a password. Oh no.
Enter the passcode? What does that mean?
Dude, I also don't remember the literature reference. Man. Even though I got the password screwed. I think the screws are one of the most fun things to make in this game. Especially like working with the controller engineers to figure out what the fun stuff we could do is. It's almost like antagonistic user experience design. Like, how can we make it like as bad to use as possible?
Yeah.
So yeah, stuff like the password to the terms of service, or the buttons start to like move around, stuff like that. It was a ton of fun.
Oh man. How to make a game anger you? There's many ways. The biggest way is putting in stuff that you can't get behind. One of the games, I feel like the best game that dials into the anger you is Cuphead. I absolutely adore that game, and it is basically designed to make you angry, which is phenomenal.
I'm talking about myself.
What phrase does this rhyme with? I've never played this game before, so this is all brand new to me.
Oh, you've never played? Oh.
Got it. Took me long enough.
Yeah. I think I got it. Yeah. Right.
No, you got it. It says you got it.
Oh, yeah. So this Easter egg, where if you type fuck you into the gibberish question, that is like the first like game feature that I owned as like a gameplay engineer. Ben Jacobs was very good about like handing off like little features to new people so they can kind of like see a feature from start to finish. And that was
Congratulations, you're the most wrong.
oh god. that was the first thing I did. So I got to write.
I saw what you typed.
What was what's the phrase then? Is it Despicable Me?
If you wait, no, that can't be right.
Hold up, wait a minute. Okay, Michael, since you're the best, since you know this game inside and out, like, how do you know what the phrase is then? Is it I'm a repulsive guy? I don't know what the phrase was.
I think it was Despicable Me. No one got it right. Yeah,
That's lame. Hey, I put in C'est la vie, and I think that was that accurate. That rhymes with what it was. Wasn't it like we all are just bumblebees or something? That was the phrase.
Glover, what would his glove-making pseudonym be? Childish coiffeur,
Oh.
childish boulanger, childish gantier,
Oh.
childish couturier.
God, where's Pascal when you need him?
Where is Pascal?
Where is Pascal?
The world
Pascal.
wants to know.
Oh, where is Pascal?
I can't believe no one got that one right. And also that I don't know what the right answer is. I could look it up.
That's the worst
But-
part. I mean, yeah, we could, but where's the fun in that?
Like, I really, like, in life, you gotta pick the things that you're gonna invest your skill points into. And, like, this game, I was so immediately bad at that I was like, I can't invest more skill points. You know.
That's how I
It's just
felt with
so bad.
Champed. That's how I felt with Champed Up. It was just like I could get it good at this game, but I know for a fact that I never ever will. It's just like I just do not have the finger capacity to make this work.
We thought your whole
Yeah.
family would enjoy.
If you're just joining us, this is Devs and Diaries, a weekly Jackbox game show where Farhan and myself, Michael, who are both developers of Jackbox
Yes, it is a
games,
game
answer
show.
questions about our games and all the other things about life in general. So ask anything ever in the chat, and we will do our best to answer to the best of our ability.
It could be game related. It could be not game related. At this point, you know what? Anything might happen. Who knows?
PG.
Actually, it's pretty expected.
SimXD Star, hi, welcome, and thank you for your kind words about our games. We're glad to have you.
Why is Binge Pipe See, I do love my favorite part about this game is Binge Pipe. Just the fact that it's just this TV service that features Jackbox
So ahead of
employees
its
and
time.
random garbage.
Yeah,
It's so
I feel like
crazy.
it's such timely satire, and yeah, still very relevant. If anything, has gotten more relevant as we all watch so much Netflix.
It's oh man, it's basically Quibi before Quibi existed.
Right?
Yeah, like
yeah.
oh
it's
man, I
like,
love Quibi so
wow.
much. I don't, but just the story of Quibi makes me so happy. Oh man.
Yeah, so much money.
I remember when Quibi was first coming out, everybody was like, no, you don't understand. Quibi's gonna be like the next thing. If Disney's behind it, then you gotta know that it's gonna be the thing, man. You know, the lady with the golden arm? Oscar.
That was absurd. Some truly absurd content.
Oh, man.
I think some of the fake shows in You Don't Know Jack full stream could have been excellent Quibi shows.
100%. Like, if we just took
Yeah.
the time to make them into shows, they would have been shows.
You made
God.
it to the attack. When you see
The story with 4 and You Don't Know Jack is it's a sad tale, and it's complex, and you know, all parent-child relationships are inherently one of the most complex things that one of the most complex relationships a person will have in their life. And
Definitely. I mean, as
you know, we get a couple brief glimpses into that relationship over the course of the You Don't Know Jack games, but you know, the story is never completely done being told. So yikes.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do.
Oh, you just select everything that matches the category.
Oh, number 5.
You get more.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get more points the more the bar is filled by the time you answer.
Ah, okay, I get it. But oh man, no. I mean, the main story with 4 is just a question of, it's a question of understanding. You know, it's a question of listening. As a father myself, I think about the relationship between 4 and a child. And oh, man, this is so difficult.
I do have a large plushie 4 that is hung next to my desk, and it always falls down like onto my desk at intermittent periods of time because I didn't do a good job of hanging it. But it's, I think the thing I miss most about being in the office, actually, since we're all remote, is that I don't get my plushie 4.
Oh man. I mean,
Oh,
dang, this. Okay, cool. This game is very hard, and it takes a lot of attention. I had a whole bit about me being a father and not listening to my kids, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to understand and think about that a little bit more, and I can't freaking do it because I'm in the middle.
and keep. Okay, 10 things I hate about you. Nice. Okay, as long as I get the Heath Ledger one right, then life is good.
Basically, at this point, I just want to be not last, please. Damn. Origami King. Sorry, turned you into a Paper Mario title. Or a gaming. Killing it. Oh, man.
Click to be monetized. See, it all makes sense.
Yes. All I want is to.
Ryan did direct this game. That's why he was running that playtest. Oh man, room code of Gush. We're gonna say goodbye to this room code, which is sad because
Just because we found out Grandpa is evil doesn't
It
truly
is sad.
we'll never get better. Hey, I ended with a positive score, and that is a huge win as far as I'm concerned.
I think we both went into that like negative 2,000. So it's.
Yeah, at
Like,
some
thank
point I was
God.
pretty deep in the negatives there.
Boys at Rosedale High. Yeah, it's purity.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
Okay. So, banning randoms. I'm not sure about that.
Not sure about that either.
Yeah. We'll have a talk. All right. So, I think, is there anything else you want to mention about You Don't Know Jack 5? Is there anything else to mention other than what a phenomenal piece of work
Oh,
it
look
is
at that!
and how
look
much?
at that engineering interns list.
Oh,
It's,
who is that?
myself,
Mi-
Laura, Micah, and Jack.
Mi-
Hope you're doing well.
Mikhail Siliciano? Oh man, that guy, I don't know about that guy, but I think he killed it.
Siciliano? Is that right? Yeah,
Is that-
it's
is that-
close enough.
Hi, I'm
I think we should definitely, like, I love the concept of having a multiple show Quibi theme. This was something that's a lot of fun. I mean, I can't say anything, but, all right, I'm not gonna say anything or promise anything, but I would love to explore this idea a little bit more. It was just, it's so much fun. Like,
I did do, I forgot, I have a voice acting credit. I did do a commercial, one of the commercials that plays, I think right now during the credits. I think it's not like, I swear I'm not typecast, but I did play, for the commercial, I did play a surfer bro who calls into a helpline, like a tech support helpline, and yeah, I forget what my line is, but it's some like, do you guys want to like make out or something like that? Asking the other people on the helpline. I swear I'm not typecast. I swear I'm not typecast.
I love that if you play this game enough, you will see a picture of Michael just like there as an intern.
Yeah,
isn't it like your LinkedIn picture or something?
Pen found my senior photo from high school and put it as one of the fake show titles, and the captions for that photo are like vest guy or like real LinkedIn profiles, stuff like that.
Oh boy. Okay. Well,
gosh, good memories though.
Great. Oh man.
Yeah.
And going back to the, for those who might be just joining us, this is Devs and Diaries. It is a weekly advice slash question and answer kind of show that we do here. I'm Farhan. I'm joined with my coworker Michael, co-star, co-host, I don't know, compatriot. I don't know what to call it. Cohort? Yeah. Maybe? You know, if I play my cards right, maybe co-partner? I don't know. You know? The main thing is that you gotta shoot your shot, and that's the thing. Michael, what we're trying if we're gonna learn anything today, it's that I have feelings.
No road is impossible to traverse. Whenever you start a conversation, all conversational branches are reachable and valid, and then it's really up to you to kind of explore the lengths at which your conversation can reach. You know, we're getting some good rune codes here. It's like, they're almost words.
This one,
the first one was almost a word.
Oh man.
Yes, I know cohort is a group of people,
but here's the thing:
it's not quite right.
Cohort
it's not quite right. But,
might be a group of people, but you forget that Michael is my world. So that is all the people encompassing the earth. Therefore, he is my cohort. Boom, jams. That's how you pull yourself out of a corner.
Wow. Simply
you know, and
romantic.
For those that may disagree with us, it's time to, I think that last statement kind of split the room, don't you? Hey, all right, it's time for some gyro, which is phenomenal, by the way. There's this place by my apartment that sells gyros, and they're open until like 2 a.m., and I am absolutely obsessed with it, mostly because they give you more gyro than anything. I mean, literally more gyro than bread, more gyro than sauce, more gyro than anything. Like, most of the time, they give you, like, a couple shreds of meat, and, like, they say, hey, leave.
Yeah, and just so much pita, which is fine, because I would eat pita forever.
Absolutely. But here's the thing. That place actually doesn't give you that much pita. It's so much gyro that you get sick of the meat. It's like, I've never been in a situation.
That sounds like my kind of place.
That's what I'm saying. I've never been in a situation where I've been like, less meat, sir.
A great line in of itself, but also that is like late night food options of high quantity food. That is the thing that I miss when I moved like out of Chicago to work remotely, and it's just like I need like a late night spot, you know?
Man, when you come back to Chicago, I got a couple of spots for those that might be in the area. It's called the Hat. for those that are wondering, and that might be in the Chicagoland area.
Yes.
It's called Hat/Hollywood Grill. Those are phenomenal. Hole in the wall places, 100%. Susie's Drive-In, you're getting a shout out. You get everybody that I love is getting a shout out. I know this applies to like maybe a fraction of people. Yeah, Northern Ashland, that's the one. It's delicious. If you guys are ever in the Chicagoland area, there's a couple places that I have to recommend. You know what? That should be your question. If you're ever going to Chicago, submit a question. I'll hit you with all the recommendations.
Hey, Chance the Rapper shouted out Sully's, like the place right by the office. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but there may or may not be a restaurant named Sully's. That may or may not be near our office. But yeah, Chance the Rapper shouted it out.
Oh man.
So as like the best late night food option in the city, which is wild.
That's a hard take, dude. That's a hard take. I don't know if I believe that.
It is, but it was on Hot Ones. So yeah, what can you do?
Nah.
Chance the Rap? Are you gonna go up against Chance the Rapper?
You know what? I'll take my chance. I don't believe it. What's the best late night spot in Chicago? I'm trying to think. I mean, I'm a big Susie's fan, but that's because Susie's Drive-In, in my opinion, is like the best. They don't do this anymore, but they used to sell fries by the pound. And, come on. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I would do it though.
I mean,
Fries by the pound.
yeah, no, it's a pound of fries. You get
Also,
it's $4.
I think fanboying over the Split the Room cat, this is an audience that is going to vote overwhelmingly in one of these two answers. And just remember, the goal is to split the room. And I think it's going to be all yes. Yep. Oh, Sarah deciding against it.
So is the goal to... Another game that I actually have not played, you're supposed to vote in the least majority or the highest majority?
You vote for whatever your heart desires. Your goal is when you're writing your answer, that the answer you write will end up as close to a 50-50 split with the vote as possible.
Got it. Okay. Also,
You could do some like 4D chess, like how are people going to vote thing, but you know, in general, it's best to just vote with your gut.
What?
Oh no! You're sitting next to your boss and you have to kiss. Well, see, the thing is, you're gonna have to at least kiss 4 other people. You're gonna have a large amount of plausible deniability of like, it's.
I mean,
You know,
males.
you were just one of the 5 people.
Oh, I would absolutely for $1,000, dude. I would kiss 5 people for free. You don't even need to convince me.
You don't need
for
to
free.
incentivize.
You don't even. I'm double vaccinated. It don't matter, baby. We out here. Give me those lips.
I just got my second shot. Put me in a jumbotron.
Put me in a jumbotron. Put me next to my boss. Mike Builder, where you at? You getting a smooch? You're getting a big fat smooch and 4 other people.
Builder is never going to take us to a sporting event.
Builder is never gonna talk to me ever again.
Oh my god. Of them holding ass.
You have to take a picture of them holding ass? That seems like a hard scenario, but I feel like the main issue that I have with this is like, I would do it though.
That was a very good split.
That's a good split.
Very good split. 3-5.
See, the problem is the scenario. Oh, you could actually orchestrate this scenario pretty well though. If you were like, okay, because it doesn't have to be your ass. This is the main thing. And we can take civil liberties on the term ass.
It feels, right? I don't know, it feels almost creepy. I don't know.
For sure. But here's where you make it less creepy, right? Either A, you say, hey, would you like to grab my buttocks? And that's less creepy because it's mine now, right? Now I'm not grabbing your butt, you're grabbing mine. This is a whole different scenario. But the other thing,
you have to take a photo of them, which is like a secondary.
But here's where we can take civil liberties, right? in English, what is a donkey? An ass, right? You walk around the town, right? You
walk
hold
around
up,
the bars.
Hold up. Keep your cranium in your skull, all right? I'm about to blow your mind.
This is such a good idea.
Right?
But
You
also
rent out a
should vote on
donkey.
this thing. Oh, it's too late.
Oh, I forgot to vote. I did not eat meat for a while, so maybe.
Ooh, a perfect split. No. Oh, it could have been.
Almost. If we voted. If I voted.
This one is called.
Here's the thing. Okay, you take a donkey around the town.
So yeah.
You take a donkey around the town.
Yeah.
When that thing, there's a word for it. Is it braying? Yeah, when that donkey brays, everybody's around. Nobody can resist the braying of a donkey. When you hear that, like, everybody's into it. They're immediately gonna be like, I need my hands on that ass. Boom. Then you take a picture of everybody and then be like, hey, you know whose ass this is? That's my ass. Hey, right? Then everybody's like, and then you take the picture, right? Because before that, you're not gonna figure out if they have a crush on you. They haven't seen you yet. They've just seen your ass.
I think it's even easier than that. You just you just bring a donkey around and get people to get on top of the donkey and take photo. It's like a photo. People do anything for an Instagram photo.
And if you take,
you'd be the talk of the town. It's like you go to someone's Instagram profile. Oh, they got a photo on that donkey that's been at all of the bars. You know, it's like I wouldn't even swipe right on someone unless they had one of the donkey photos.
the donkey photos is
on
choice.
their profile.
That's what it means. That you're okay. I like where you're taking this because this implies that if you're not part of the donkey crowd, you're not in, like, at all. All right, you have to be on the top tier in order to get that donkey shot. You know.
And so I think the thing here was that we learn whether or not they have a crush on you. Is that what we get? I forget.
That's a secondary
honestly,
thing.
This
That's
sounds
a
like a
secondary
good
thing.
business model.
Like, I mean, you could find out who has a crush on you. That's step one. Step one, that's for you. Step two is actually to make this into a whole business. If you make it exclusive, people will pay.
Yeah. Any amount of exclusivity, the FOMO is such a market force.
Exactly.
It's like, do you want to join another social networking app? It's like, no, there's already so many. And it's like, oh, but there's limited codes and you have to refer to a friend to get into it. Everyone's like, oh, do you have one? Do you have a code?
Oh, see? And then only if you know somebody, you can get into the donkey circle. And those are the only people that can use hashtag that donk.
Hashtag that donk.
Hashtag that donk.
The title of their lecture is this. Every word of it is on a teleprompter. You'll return to your
Hey, man.
form the speech.
The donkey crowd is the new sensation sweeping the nation. I'm just saying, I think this is a thing. I think if we start taking donkey photos. Someone asked if I was okay. No. I never have been. I don't know what okay is. But now, once I get a donkey, I'll tell you, everything's gonna be straight. We don't even have to worry about it. Like, I'm gonna be more than okay. I'm gonna be ultra chill. I'm gonna be so chill, you're gonna have to unfreeze me in the year 3000, I'm telling you. I've been watching a lot of Futurama.
Oh, Farhan, you keep forgetting to vote. It's okay, though.
I'm getting lost in the sauce. Sorry.
No, you're totally fine. You got too many good business ideas to worry about this lowly split the room game.
No. Split the room has to come first, and then my business ideas come second. My harebrained schemes have to take a second seat, you know? I have to think about my priorities in life. Am I paying enough attention to number 4? Are my kids getting enough love? Who knows, you know? You gotta think about it as a father sometimes.
The number 4 cinematic universe?
Number 4 cinematic universe, you know? You're helping out.
What? I mean, regardless of who the president was, this would still be a good bit. A hilarious bit.
Also,
this thing of, like, walking up to every single museum visitor and whispering, I crave you. Yeah, you could pay me to do that. That's a hilarious bit of performance art. Oh my god.
Only way, okay. What would you wear doing this? Because I have a costume in my head.
Oh, I assumed it would be like a tux. Or like some sort of high fashion thing. I'm at the Met, right? Maybe it's one of the dresses that
See?
Here's one
Harry Styles wears.
Oh, see, that's nice. Like I really, oh man, I want a petticoat so badly. Is it a petticoat? The shirt with like the really floofy frills in the front? Oh man, I love it. It's so it's so fantastical. It's so fancy. It's phenomenal. I love it. Whatever other noises you can use. It's great. Have you considered this though? Okay.
Okay.
You remember White Castle, right? You remember White Castle, right? I feel like the only way that you could be able to come across and say like I crave you without it being either like way too creepy or a threat is if you have a crave case hat. If you have a White Castle crave case hat and then you go up to them and you say I crave you, people are not going to be like, "Oh, this is some weird sexual advance." People are going to be like, "This is a really good White Castle ad."
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's a performance art piece sponsored by White Castle.
Exactly.
It's one of those performance art like ARGs that White Castle has been doing recently. You know, that marketing team at White Castle, they really know how to push the boundaries.
That's what I'm saying.
So-
You know, boss man Biden is gonna walk in. You give him the sweet touch and be like, "I
man.
crave you." And now he's gonna be like, "Wow, you know what I crave? A couple of sliders from White Castle. CIA, make this happen." And now we're
then you give him. Then his heart will instantly fail.
no. What are you talking about?
He'll like bite down once, then it's just like.
Oh my God! Then he's gonna realize that it's not real meat, but where did it come from? You have to pick. Got it. Man. Some people have a problem with, I think it's cookie, right? Is it cookie or mayonnaise in this one? I think it's cookie. People have a problem.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise? Jeez, man, I'm terrible at our lore. People think mayonnaise is sexy, and I don't have a problem with
There's
it.
a group of dolphins that chant your name. Down
No.
their path.
You do whatever you want.
Thank you. I mean, like, here's the thing. You put someone in a suit, and immediately they go up 3 points, right? Okay. What if we put the donkey in a suit?
Yeah, agreed. Suits make most people, or anything, look better.
Shit.
Oh, wow, this timer is faster than I
This
wanted.
timer is
Suits
really
are
fast.
attractive, yes. This is the...
We didn't see that coming.
Oh, man. Everybody's here for a deep voice, you know?
Yeah, Tim's deep voice.
God, I think I'm gonna barf. You know, that's fair. Oh, man.
A 7-1 split. Ooh, but a correct prediction. Saved it.
Oh, dang, Detective Evie, you know, you can read me like an open book. What are you, psychomantist? Ridiculous. For anybody who hasn't played Metal Gear Solid, please play Metal Gear Solid. If you take one thing from this stream, play Metal Gear Solid. It is a phenomenal game. And honestly, there's a lot of quotable moments in Metal Gear Solid. Anytime somebody predicts you, anytime somebody does anything, you could just say, I could read you like an open book. Applicable. Oh, you know, you're in the middle of, someone gives you the wrong order. Oh, you know what? Combat, hand to hand. Only a fool trusts his life with a weapon. Boom, you go hot dukes against that waiter/waitress.
This decisive dimension question is interesting. I feel like it's basically a question of whether or not you bump your head more often, or I mean, fragile glass stairs, you're just gonna die, right? Because you're gonna trip on the stairs once, and then it's all gonna be over.
See, doorway's only 5 feet tall. To give some lore, I am like 4 foot nothing. So a 5 foot tall door is like not even that big of an issue, realistically. I only have to dip my head like a little bit.
I mean, if I'm ever going to accomplish my life goal of moving to New Zealand and becoming a hobbit, then I'm gonna have to become very okay with 5 foot tall doorways.
Are you planning on moving to the Shire?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
mazel tov.
I mean, that's the goal, right? Is
Oh.
to retire in the Shire. Like,
Of course. I mean, every
Isn't-
day, potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew, you know?
yes, and I've heard there's good ale there. You only get they have good fireworks. You only get told to go on life-threatening adventures once or twice in your life.
That's
So
only
it's
if your
like-
uncle is of, what is he, a master at the 5-finger discount? That's pretty much
Yeah,
it.
right.
Right.
If he just finds rings in caves that aren't
Randomly
his,
behind a
and
dragon
just
that...
brings them home.
Right, like...
Yeah. Never forget, Bilbo Baggins is a thief and deserved everything he got.
Absolutely. 100%. This
Which
is the hot
was
take.
a ship ride into the immortal, heaven equivalent.
He worked
realm.
out. He
So,
got to party it up with
really
the elves
not
of Middle
too bad
Earth.
a rap for stealing Gollum's ring.
I mean, he
Although,
got a good
I
move.
guess you could argue the ring never belonged to Gollum. What? The ring has a mind of its own. What's the thing?
Yeah. Oh, man. So, for those who are just joining us, this is Devs and Diaries, our Lord of the Rings podcast from Jackbox Games. If you have any Lord of the Rings related questions or comments, we're here.
Yeah. We will now only be answering Lord of the Rings related trivia.
Which is kind of funny that, like, out of pure randomness, both of us happen to be Lord of the Rings heads growing up to an insane degree. You,
Yeah,
I think, a little bit more
I
than
watched
me.
all of the I watched all of the appendices and stuff. Like my mom really feared flying, so we would go on road trips and drive, and we like burned through portable DVD players. Like they would not last the whole trip because we would just they would just die. But
my
I just
God.
watched Lord of the Rings over and over again, and the appendices and stuff, and yeah, kind of fell in love with it.
Oh yeah. When I was a kid, it was like the first big book that I ever read. Oh,
Wow,
you won.
I won Split the Room. Yes.
See,
Oh.
that is Sim.
It's
That
those
is
hot takes. It's those hot takes.
the biggest
that,
disrespect. Is to
yeah.
lose to Michael. Honestly, that is if there is a fate worse than death, it is to lose to Michael. If I had to say, so I'm sorry, Sim. I am so sorry. Oh boy. Man, yeah, but Lord of the Rings is great. For anybody, oh man, on hand at any given moment, One Ring, what's right here.
Wow.
I wanna get-
That's
The swords are at my parents' place, but Sting and Aragorn's sword, which name I'm fucking blanking on now. I should probably swear a lot less.
I love the plural S on swords.
Yeah, no, there are many
swords.
swords. See, I am that
Yeah.
level. I am that guy that owns swords.
I had Legolas's twin blades in my wish list on Amazon 15 years or so.
Oh.
Like literally since I was 10.
Oh man.
I still never bought them. Yeah. Maybe I should go back.
Yeah,
What am I gonna do with Legolas's twin blades on my wall?
Be cool as hell!
How is that you?
Yeah, I mean,
No,
no, you can have that. You can have the
no.
energy swords. If you're looking for energy swords, I have energy swords. I'll tell you. You can listen. I'm looking to get rid
See,
of them.
the fact that you're trying to get rid of your swords, man. Like, going to
Hey,
buy them.
hey, okay. I know a guy with swords. All right, he's a good guy. He's just trying to get rid of them. Oh man! But we talked a lot. We talked about a lot this podcast, this game show, this show that we keep changing the name on. But It's time. It's that time again to
To
synthesize.
open our shared
Yeah.
to open our shared diary
It's time
and
for
write down what we learned today.
absolutely.
on the
And
show.
oh, highlighter Garrick says, "I want swords. I'm an enabler." Highlighter Garrick, you should buy swords here if you want any more.
No,
Hey,
don't.
I'm getting into forging swords. I'm starting to look into getting my own forge. I support it. I'm taking blacksmithing classes in like 1 week. I'm telling you, it's worth your time. It's worth your time to do swords. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Weapon, listen, only a fool trusts his life to his weapon unless that weapon happens to be a sword. I'm just saying, all right?
I don't. I'm sure that quote was. Yep. Oh gosh, I do love that you're getting into blacksmith. That seems like a fun skill.
If the blacksmithing
to have.
I don't know if the blacksmithing class has opened up because their page seemed pretty out of date. But if that's still a thing, I'm gonna try to do blacksmithing within the next month. There's a Chicago Blacksmithing Association, which is what I might look into. A lot of Chicago specific references today.
Yes. Some people are talking about some potential upcoming games in the chat, and all I can say is stay tuned for more.
Yeah.
That's
check out our
all
stream.
I will say. You can't get anything else out of me.
And maybe check out our stream on Thursday. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know anything. I just work here.
I don't know anything.
I just work here. You know.
I just get paid to press the keys down and up and down and up.
They call that the beep boop bop. I'm paid for the beep boop bop and nothing else. I'm not paid to know things.
I'm only paid for the beeps.
Oh, you got the beep. You got the
Farhan.
beep. You got the beep.
Farhan, what's our lesson today? I feel like our shared diary needs a new entry, and I feel like we had a bunch of fun today, and I'm not really I don't know, I'm not so tied down in these questions about like lost love that we seem to typically get
I don't think
kind of
that
stuck
was.
up on.
I don't
when
think
it comes
that was
time
today's.
to.
That wasn't today's theme. I don't think
No.
like we didn't dial into the sad boy today, and I don't think we have to. You know, sometimes oh hey,
LV the
there's
first does bring up people in chat are attracted to a cat, which is true. That is, it is happening.
Oh, the donkey,
but,
I forgot.
I mean, it's mayonnaise. I mean, you should see Spencer's wallpaper.
Oh, okay. We got donkeys in the chat, right? We had donkeys for a second.
Oh, the donkey.
The ass. Yeah. Nah.
Something about ass.
Something about
Joshy, swords are better than votes. In the donkey crown.
Oh,
Spencer's wallpaper. You don't want.
no, we don't. We can't talk about it. Spencer's wallpaper.
We can't
is,
talk about.
Oh man,
Yeah.
the best
Get him to-
wallpaper. But that's what we're gonna dangle in front of you for the rest of time. It's something about ass. There's something. It's
about
like
ass.
it's much like Mary. You know, there's something about it. That's a 2003 Cameron Diaz flick for you fools and gals.
Of course. You know,
Okay.
when I was 8.
All right. What if we had to synthesize everything that we are bringing in today?
I think it's something about having fun on the ass, right? It's like,
how about how about the theme of this one is that donk? Double entendre?
oh, this is for like the title of the
Yeah,
entry.
this is the title.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, this is that donk.
Yes, that donk. Yes, that donk.
Okay. Oh, that donk.
Bovines fertilization. Oh my god.
Attracted
This
to
is-
cats with
Oh,
class.
we're so far. We're so far.
Oh, where are we at? Attracted to
the
cat.
the
with-
well-beaten path.
Attracted to a cat with class, and must I mention the ass? I actually quite like that one. That's some fire. That's some fire, LV. All right, let's think about that. I like that. I think I am definitely LV the first, you're getting a shout out on this one because I feel like I'm gonna probably steal part of attracted to a cat with class, and must I mention the ass? I might cat with class.
I like it.
You know, I kind of like it in its entirety. People in the chat are attracted to a cat with class, and must I mention the ass? Oh, beautiful. I think it really does encapsulate what we got here.
Yeah, and you know, one might look at this diary, this shared private public diary that Farhan and I are writing, and notice perhaps like a lack of thematic consistency. And I think that that's really just representative of the time that we spend and share here, if we're being honest.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that it does encapsulate who we are, because we can't be defined just by our sad boyness or our poop jokes or, you know, that donk. I feel like there's so many more facets to us, and you can't just understand it just from the reading alone. I mean, just reading one page? No, you have to read every page. You have to read every diary entry.
Yes, yeah. And some diary entries are going to be about unrequited love, but sometimes they're going to be about that ass. And you know what? That's how it goes.
I'm here for it. Oh, okay. Let's. Are you down to make that official?
Yeah, let's make it official.
All right. People in the chat are attracted to a cat with class. And must I mention? Ooh,
Well,
I'm gonna make.
I be famous for poetry, like Newton was for sitting under a tree. Yes.
I will make one addendum if I can. Can I put and must I mention the business of the ass? Because we talked about it being a business
there's a whole business there.
It's a whole business.
I was thinking it's the last phrase.
Because it's not about we talked about donkeys, right? Like it was all about. We're not talking about butts. Ugh, yeah, get out. We're talking about
right
donkey and the business proposition of influencing with donkeys. So I mean, LV, I'm gonna a little bit of addendum. So how about must I mention the business of ass?
Yes.
Ship it? Are we shipping it? Oh, before we ship it, LV the first, your official LV the first. I gotta put in the name. It's still LV
credits,
the first.
Credits.
Yo, no, absolutely has to go in. Oh, that T is not capital. All right.
There you go.
LV the first. Thank you for that entry. Thank you for that poem. I appreciate it. I mean, honestly, you are a super poet, and shout out, honestly. Nice. Oh, okay. And with that, that wraps up our show. So
thank you for tuning in to Devs and Diaries. This has been a nice meandering journey, as it always is. I am your co-host, Michael. That's your co-host, Farhan. Tune in next week for another one just like this.
Where we're not going to have any more. It's going to be just as unhinged, but probably just as fun. And if you have a burning question, feel free to submit it at jackboxgames/weekly dev and diary entries. I'll be posting that link in the chat. And if you think of another question, sometimes there's questions you think of in between seeing our beautiful, beautiful faces. And you could submit it there, and we'll be reviewing it before the top of every show. So feel free to check out our diary. Our diary entries will also be at that page. So take care and have a fantastic week.
Bye-bye.